James Kaufman, World News Report today. Ladies and gentlemen, NOAA suggests the current sunspot complex is more dangerous than the Carrington Sunspot. Even Carrington would be impressed. On September 1st, 1859, English astronomer Richard Carrington sketched the most famous sunspot in history. While Carrington was watching an image of the sun projected on a screen, the sunspot produced a blinding X-45 class solar flare, followed 2 days later by a planet-wide geomagnetic storm. You know it as the Carrington event. Now, I did some research, and I don't believe that it was 2 days later that the storm hit. Estimates are that the coronal mass ejection, moving at over 6 million miles per hour, arrived somewhere between 16 to 20 hours after the solar flare event, with 18 hours being the number most used. So how does today's giant sunspot complex compare to the Carrington Sunspot? NOAA says it's even more dangerous because the sunspot complex is two sunspots, AR-4294 and AR-4296, separate instead of one. They believe that alone makes them more dangerous than the Carrington Sunspot, although the Carrington Sunspot was larger. The image here shows the Carrington drawing of 1859 and the sunspot inserted to scale on December 2nd, 2025 today. An image of sunspot complex 4294, i.e. and 4296 below it. Now they're about the same size. The surface area of Carrington Sunspot was 2,300 millionths of the solar disk. The surface area of sunspot complex 4294-4296 is 2,080 millionths of the solar disk, or about 90% as large as the Carrington Sunspot itself. So again, let's be clear. AR-4294 and AR-4296 were actually two sunspots. A sunspot complex, not one sunspot like the Carrington Sunspot is believed to have been. The two sunspots' close proximity makes them appear as a single behemoth, an unfair advantage versus the Carrington Sunspot. The crowding of the two sunspots and the separation of their magnetic canopies raises the odds of reconnection and raises the odds of a large X-flare of their own. Any explosions today will be geoeffective towards Earth. So if I understand what they're saying is that any event from either sunspot may actually connect both sunspots together, causing a very large X-class solar flare. So let me know what you guys think. Is the current sunspot complex as dangerous as the Carrington Sunspot that he drew in 1859? Or is this just more fear porn via NOAA and NASA? With that said, God bless. Please share, subscribe. Always remember, anything's possible in Bizarro World.